Some aspects of life remain under our control, while others escape our influence. Our beliefs, preferences, desires, and dislikes arise naturally and are closely tied to our actions. Elements beyond our control include our body, material possessions, reputation, and authority. In his famous work, The Handbook of Life, the Stoic Epictetus points out that to live a life free from deprivation and anxiety, it is important to understand this distinction and to direct our energy toward what we can control. One of the main problems people face is the struggle with the opinions and judgments of others. But even if we try to resist this, the influence is almost inevitable. To avoid the negative impact of external opinions, Epictetus offers teachings on how to act in the face of offense. The goal of this video is to extract lessons from his guidance aimed at achieving mental equilibrium and reducing the sufferings caused by the opinions of others. Through Epictetus' teachings, we understand why we shouldn't worry about others' feelings and how to achieve a state where the opinions of others cannot harm us. The first lesson is aimed at understanding that those who offend or attack us do not experience the same suffering as those they offend. If someone provokes you, remember that it primarily affects your own reactions. Avoiding the influence of external appearance and taking the time to reflect makes it easier to maintain emotional control. It's crucial to stop caring about the opinions of others and understand that insults and offenses are not inherently harmful. The emotional discomfort caused by insults arises from how we perceive the offense. If we react negatively, we give the sender the response they desire. Taking a Stoic approach to insults puts the aggressor at a disadvantage. True resilience lies in one's ability to endure negativity as part of life. When feeling offended or insulted, ask yourself if you want to emerge as the victor or succumb to what you cannot control. Drawing parallels with Stoicism and pleasures, attacking a desire does not make it vanish, it remains with us. The difference lies in how we handle it, yielding to it or ignoring it, thus preventing the offense from affecting us. Subsequent satisfaction elevates a person, enabling them to withstand adversity. If you've ever had negative opinions ruin your day or week, know that you're not alone. Everyone goes through similar situations at some point. If this resonates with you, it's recommended to move forward, as in the following principles. We will delve into this aspect related to self-control. Epictetus, the renowned Greek philosopher, offers valuable teachings often underestimated. His foundational lessons serve as a guide to a more meaningful and purposeful life. Let's explore some of these lessons in more detail. The second lesson underscores the importance of maintaining firm goals. When we decide to adopt a life philosophy or pursue a specific goal, it's important to realize that we will encounter criticism and even mockery from others, as if the world is constantly testing us. When we make significant decisions, those who once laughed or ridiculed our efforts often begin to admire our persistence and determination over time. However, there is a more serious issue than just dealing with external negative opinions. It's when we allow external pressure to influence our choices and compel us to abandon our goals. At that moment, we become the target of ridicule twice. First, for attempting to move forward, to accomplish something meaningful, and ultimately failing to achieve the desired result. Second, because we allowed criticism to shake us and give up on what we believed in. Life challenges us in amazing ways. The task is not only to withstand difficulties and criticism, but also to maintain our conviction and loyalty to our goals regardless of others' opinions. It's crucial to understand that succumbing to external pressure and giving up not only steers us away from our dreams, but also deprives us of the opportunity to grow, learn from obstacles, and persevere until we achieve our goals. Firmly holding on to our goal and remaining true to our convictions not only drives us towards achieving our objectives, but also inspires and commands respect. Therefore, facing mockery and staying steadfast in our goal is key to personal growth and realizing our aspirations. The third lesson is dedicated to fear and dishonor. Epictetus urges us not to worry about the dishonor of others. He emphasizes that our honor depends not on external judgment, but rather on our actions and decisions within our control. Especially today, in social media, we often feel tempted to act in accordance with the approval of others. However, we must consider whether it is worth compromising who we are to gain societal recognition. The fourth lesson prompts us to reflect on the importance of protecting our minds. Epictetus draws an analogy between the mind and the body, suggesting that we should be just as cautious with our mental health as we are with our physical health. Just as we wouldn't allow a stranger into our home, we shouldn't allow insults and criticism to invade our consciousness. Control over our reaction to provocations and maintaining emotional composure requires discipline and self-control, fundamental aspects that need to be developed in all areas of life. The fifth lesson of life, according to Epictetus, addresses the question of proper conduct and the shame associated with it. The philosopher teaches us not to feel ashamed when we act according to our judgment, even if others misjudge our actions. Why should we fear the judgment of others? This idea is closely linked to the previous point about the dependence of happiness on external validation. The need for popularity or recognition may lead us to prioritize the approval of others over acting in accordance with our principles. However, Stoicism urges us to focus on our own good and gain a deep understanding of ourselves by acting according to our values regardless of external opinion. The sixth lesson teaches us how to deal with insults and criticism from others. Epictetus reminds us that those who judge us do so from their own perspective, not ours. Therefore, we must patiently endure insults, understanding that everyone has their own worldview. Knowledge of who we are and the reasons for our actions belong solely to us. The foresight of obstacles is an important lesson that life teaches us. The seventh lesson emphasizes the importance of anticipating possible difficulties and urges us to be prepared for the ups and downs along the way. This practice, based on Stoic philosophy, is not aimed at promoting pessimism, but rather at strengthening our emotional resilience in the face of the challenges we encounter. By anticipating possible judgments and criticism, we psychologically prepare ourselves to cope with the hardships that may arise. Such proactive thinking does not mean living in anticipation of negative events, but rather being emotionally prepared to confront them if they occur. Reflecting on situations that may pose difficulties allows us to develop strategies to overcome them, reducing their impact on our inner world. The goal is not to allow fear or anxiety to dominate our lives, but rather to cultivate resilience and adaptability. Anticipating obstacles gives us the opportunity to create an emotional shield that strengthens our ability to cope with challenging situations. This does not imply constantly living in fear of what might go wrong, but rather being emotionally prepared to act effectively, maintain calmness and clarity in the face of adversity. When we encounter life's difficulties, the practice of anticipating adversity provides us with emotional advantages. It's not about pessimism, but about being mindful and mentally prepared to deal with unexpected twists along the way. By developing such preventive thinking, we bolster our emotional resilience and find ways to overcome obstacles while preserving our inner peace in the face of adversity. In essence, this lesson carries a profound teaching. No one can harm us without our permission. This perspective, advocated by Epictetus, urges us to maintain a firm stance and preserve inner freedom, not allowing external actions or words to disrupt our emotional equilibrium. This invitation directs our attention not to what is external to us, but rather to how we deal with discomfort that situations may evoke. Epictetus reminds us that the power to harm us lies not in the actions or words of others, but in how we react to them. It is important to understand that we only allow ourselves to be influenced if we permit it to happen. Therefore, the key to preserving our inner peace lies in our own emotional control. By adopting such thinking, we take responsibility for our own reaction to external events, rather than focusing our energy on sources of discomfort. We redirect our efforts towards strengthening our emotional resilience. This enables us to develop a calm stance in the face of adversity, maintaining our inner freedom and preventing the negative influence of others' actions or words on our tranquility. Epictetus calls on us to understand that we are the sole guardians of our inner world. By not yielding to emotional instability, we exercise autonomy and self-control. Recognizing that we are masters of our reaction, we can calmly withstand challenges, preserving inner freedom and safeguarding our composure in the face of external circumstances. These teachings of Epictetus prompt us to act in accordance with our principles, to stand firm in the face of criticism, and to maintain inner tranquility regardless of external judgment. They invite us to engage in deep self-awareness, foresee difficulties, and preserve inner freedom, guiding us in the pursuit of a more authentic and purposeful life.